ready!
I awoke to hear Dashie's startled shout. I bolted out of my bed to her room to see what was wrong, and I found her standing on her dresser, boots against the window, staring in awe at the magnificent snowscape forming outside as the white flakes blanketed the ground. Dashie turned to me, her eyes wide with confusion.
What's going on?
That's called snow, Dashie. She looked at me, just as confused as before. It's like flaky, frozen water. It falls sometimes here. Dashie continued to stare at me with the same confusion and awe. Here, I'll show you. I grabbed my jacket and held it out to Dashie, and she obediently let me scoop her up. I wrapped her in my jacket and took her outside. As I stepped outside, her head darted every which way in curiosity. A single flake of snow fell on her nose and she jumped, then shook her head fiercely. I let out a quiet chuckle. Then, much to my surprise, she wiggled her way out of my arms and jumped to the ground. She jumped around on the snow, trying to get away from the cold. She flapped her wings helplessly, in a way similar to when I first tried to pick her up. She climbed up on my shoes to escape the cold ground. I chuckled and leaned down to scoop her back up. She gave no resistance this time. She clearly wasn't a big fan of the frozen blanket of snow. I took her back inside and let her down on the couch. Plastered on my face was another ear-to-ear smile. Today, Dashie saw a Christmas show on TV and asked me what it was all about. I told her all about Christmas, and she lit up pretty quickly to make her happy. I took some extra money and managed to get a small, cheap, artificial Christmas tree. I let her help me decorate it with lights that matched her mane nicely. I dug out some old Christmas ornaments that belonged to my parents. Nothing special, just some Christmas balls and snowflakes, and I held her up and let her put the star on the tree. She was so happy and excited the entire time. It overjoyed me to see her so happy. Dashie walked in on me as I was wrapping her Christmas present. It was in a discreet box though, so she couldn't see what it was. I put her wrapped present under the tree, patted her on the head, then walked to work. When I got back home, I found a mess of wrapping paper across the table. Under the tree was another wrapped gift.
Merry Christmas!
Dashie shouted from behind me as I noticed the gift.
Wait!
I awoke once more to Dashie's yelling. This time, however, it was a shout of glee. Today was Christmas. When I came into the living room, Dashie was already there, looming eagerly over her present. I sat down beside her and grabbed mine.
You first!
She looked up at me excitedly. I nodded and ripped the wrapping paper off my gift. It was a picture of her I took when I first found her. It was glued to a piece of red paper and decorated with sparkles and colored blues she found in the Christmas box. I choked up a little. My heart exploded for the millionth time. The gift was impressive given her size and lack of fingers. I was without words.
You like it?
She asked eagerly. I love it, Dashie. She lit up brightly.
My turn!
Yeah, your turn. She smiled and eagerly attacked the wrapping paper with her teeth, completely shredding it. She opened the box and peeked inside. Her eyes widened with what seemed to be joy laced with a bit of confusion. She tipped the box over with a bright blue ball rolled out. It really isn't easy picking a gift for a fictional Billy Pegasus. In the end, I figured she would probably enjoy a ball, since she'd always seemed to be very athletic in the series. She eyed the ball cautiously. For a few moments, then tapped it with her hoof. It rolled a few inches away from her, furthering her curiosity. Deciding to give her a push in the right direction, I picked up the ball, held it a few feet in the air, and dropped it in front of her. She watched in awe as it bounced up and down before her eyes. She got under the ball and bounced it with her nose and giggled as it bounced across the room. She ran all around, laughing and bouncing the ball all over the place. Dashie was enjoying her new toy, and I really wanted to give her a better chance to use it. The snow and the weather was a problem for her, so I made her some makeshift mittens and a scarf. And by makeshift, I mean I wrapped some fabric around her feet and neck. It seemed to do the trick. She climbed into my jacket's hood, and I took her to the rundown excuse for a park where I usually take her. I would pass her the ball, and she would bounce it back to me. This is how we spent Christmas, passing her new toy back and forth, without a care in the world. These are the memories you remember for the rest of your life. Our first real Christmas together. This moment was quickly added to my mental list of moments I'll never forget. I can hope that she'll remember it as well. She bumps the ball back to me, and I catch it with a smile. Merry Christmas, my little Dashie. Fluttershy landed on Rainbow Dash's front porch and knocked softly on the door.
Who is it?
Dash called from inside.
It's, Fluttershy. Oh, hey, Fluttershy. Come on in. I'll be just a sec.
Fluttershy slowly pushed the door open and stepped inside. She was surprised to see Rainbow Dash inside, hovering beside a tree which was garnished with blue and green balls. She carefully placed a makeshift star at the top.
Why do you have a tree inside your house, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, this, I don't know. It looks cool.
Oh, I see. It really does, Rainbow Dash. Good job.
Fluttershy smiled kindly.
But, Pinky wanted me to ask if you were coming to her party.
Yeah. I'll be there. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll be there in a few.
Well, okay. See you later, Rainbow Dash.
Fluttershy turned to leave obediently, sure that Dash was just busy at the moment, but deep down, she had a feeling that she knew what was going on.
See ya, Fluttershy!
She shouted as Fluttershy left. Rainbow turned back to the tree and placed underneath it a small blue ball. She then placed one last ornament on the tree, a small star-shaped photo frame, holding a picture of a young, colorful Maine Pegasus filly in the arms of a creature not native to Equestria.
Merry Christmas! Daddy,